Yes?
I'm keeping my eye on you. Watch your back, elf.
I think he likes me.
Shut up and help me with this firewood. Ravil.
Loving the decor.
Do you speak to me?
Your offer is
Unacceptable.
How the hell is this still a city?
I think it's very homey.
Let's just hurry and get to the Count.
This is not what I was expecting.
I suppose the poor just get poorer.
The rich just get richer.
Evening, gentlemen. We've been expecting your arrival from Cloud Ruler. Here, shall we discuss business over supper? I know how those long travels tend to malnourish the body.
Oh, yes. Same about Cavius. It's all those damn Daedric worshippers. Shouldn't be allowed in the Citadel if you ask me. Always running amok and fussing up.
Well, matters of the garrison.
Troops. How many again?
However many your grace is willing to spare. A garrison would be the ideal.
Well, the city is in poor condition as is.
That's an understatement.
I'm not sure. And since those damned hell gates have been popping up everywhere, I'll be needing my guardsmen.
Blech! What in Tamriel is that rancid smell? Blech.
Evening, Father. Gentlemen.
Fly, Gellius! What manner of foolishness is this, to barge into the dining hall so rudely, with guests at our table?
I was out on a private errand.
Get out, you bastard! You disgrace! Apologies for that. My son is a bit bonkers. So what, again, were we discussing, gentlemen?
The matters of the garrison that we need for Bruma.
Ah, yes! Well, on the matters of my guardsmen, maybe we can arrange some sort of payment. 1,200 septum should cover the load. What say you, gentlemen? Do we have an arrangement?
You pompous fool of a count! You sicken me. To let your own city fall while you sit there in your gallant little throne and shit gold while the shit of a city declines into poverty. Let's go. Send anyone after me, and I'll slit all your throats.
Are you out of your damn mind? We need those troops for Bruma.
Count Terentius gorges himself in gold and food and gives nothing to the city. What's the point of this, Baurus? Breville would have been the same if we sent troops to Bruma. Now sod off. There are plenty of other cities left to go.
I think we should handle the talking next time.
Your Holiness.
Your Excellency.
I hope Your Holiness had a safe and comfortable journey from the Imperial City.
Yes, and thank you, my lady, for your concern. But whispers from your city have fallen onto the great church's ears about a rather unpleasant rumor.
Oh?
Yes. It seems you yourself have been seen conspiring with a witch, an act prohibited and punishable by righteous law. And while just, the consequences for this act are quite severe.
A witch? No, Your Holiness. You must be mistaken.
Messengers of the gods are never mistaken. My witch hunters informed me that you were seen speaking with an aged Breton and a witch only a few days ago.
Your Holiness, the people you speak of were great companions of the hero of Kvatch. People of no threat to the Church nor the Empire.
Countess, refusal to follow the path of the faith means refusal to honor your obligations to the Church. If even the highest of leaders, such as yourself, are seen conspiring with witches, it leads the public to believe these atrocious acts are acceptable. We would be forced to excommunicate Bruma, seize your throne, and supplement one of the cardinals as regent until your city is restored to its holy name.
But Your Holiness...
I will leave some of my representatives here in Bruma to aid you in making your decision.
Grand Inquisitor, I understand the severity of the situation you speak of, but my city depends on the
We will
aid from
give you
these-
3 days, my lady. Decide, or so face the judgment of the Church.
Up the hill and he's knocked over some sort of fruit stall or vegetable stall. Anyway, I kept the cabbage. I don't know what happened to him though.
Lighten up, Baurus. He's just giving everyone a good laugh.
I don't like him. Don't like him, and I don't trust him.
He's gonna turn. Sooner or later, he's gonna turn on us, and we're gonna be completely blind to it.
Baurus, calm yourself. He gave us his word.
His word means shit! One's a traitor, always a traitor.
You can trust me, you know. Oh, why hello, Cavius. I didn't see you there, glaring at me with your harsh looks. What can I do for you?
What exactly are you doing here?
I'd say I'm having a rather good jolly with my drink. Just got up out of bed.
You were sleeping.
No. Were you interested?
I'm serious.
So am I.
Why should we trust you, Barid? How do we know you're not going to slip a knife into our backs when we're sleeping one night?
Well, I haven't so far, right? And believe you me, I would never stab you in the back. Good friends stab you right in the gut from the front.
Why should we trust you? You easily left the Mythic Dawn. How do we know that you won't go back?
I don't like talking about it. I never liked talking about it, but I suppose you deserve an answer. Let me ask you a question. If a son of two religious zealots decides to follow the path of the Chosen, when every other way of life is dictated wrong or not of the will of the Lord, what do you get? If you didn't understand, I was talking about me.
You told me you were orphaned.
Well, every child is a bastard to a mother and father's eyes if their own child doesn't follow the right path.
What do you mean?
My parents were, as I said, zealots. They worshipped Lord Dagon and blindly did everything that they were asked by their zealous priests and their zealous brothers and sisters. I was different. I didn't understand how ruination could be the answer to, well, anything. I didn't understand how these people could just help in the demolition of this world and think is a grand idea. And to later help this lord rebuild it. You've seen Oblivion. You've seen what happens to mortals in Dagon's Deadlands. I would never want to live in a world like that. And how, after all this terror and all this destruction, we could just be granted entrance into paradise. My mother killed herself, you know? I didn't believe in all this, so she killed herself. A disgraced son makes a disgraced family. Mother didn't like her name tarnished. And my father... well, I'm not a fan of guilt and resentment, but it doesn't mean I never got any. So from then, I joined the Mythic Dawn thinking somehow, maybe, just maybe my parents would look at me with pride from their paradise. And not as a disgrace. But maybe finally as a son. You have to fight for your beliefs. It wasn't until you spoke to me that I finally decided to stop living the lie. And to why you should trust me? Well, I haven't given you a reason to not, right?
You have proved your repentance to your god, mortal, but your insubordination showed your absolute weakness. And you shall be a prime example of how weakness corrupts the body.
Damn you. Damn you and everything you stand for.
Do not worry. You yourself will not have any physical punishment inflicted upon you. Unless you refuse my order yet again, you will show your brothers and sisters what happens when they show weakness. You remember Nalia? Beat her.
What?
Beat her. Show these underlings what happens when you show weakness.
I will not. I worship the Nine.
I thought you'd be this way. What say you now, Eldamil? Do as I say, or so suffer the consequences.